welcome back to the Packcast. You got Super Booker T-Earl. This is a race, but you better stay in the turtle's place. We got Money Q.
Hey, what up, everybody? Everything I say is golden.
And you got M. Dodo.
M. Dodo for Shodo. Welcome to the show.
Welcome back to the Packcast. How we doing, fellas?
Doing good, baby. Doing good. Yeah.
We up in this piece.
We got Mr. M. Dodo, T-Earl, and your boy Money Q on the ones and twos today. Glad to be back in the studio, guys. Man, I've been having a good week this week.
Good. Feels good. It feels good to be back with the fellas. Doing it one more again. That's what we do.
One more again, yep.
Yeah.
I'm going to go ahead and kick us off with the week. Let me tell you guys how my week has been. I've been out of the hospital for a full week, so that's good. People saying that it looks like I done lost weight. I've been feeling good, energetic. So I done a few things around the house trying to make sure that I, stay active.
You look good, bro. You look good. Like I said, I know, hearing people say that you've been losing weight or you have lost weight. Hey, but it look like you've been working out, motherfucker, in the gym. You know what I'm saying?
I haven't started that yet, but I plan on it. So I've changed my office at home, so I've kind of converted half of it into a workout area. I done put up mirrors and cleaned it up, then got the clutter out of the way. Well, it sounds like somebody just got punky headed. Yeah. But yep, so I've converted that, and then me and the boys did some Legos, Lego Mario.
Okay.
That they got.
Hold on, was that the one from back in the day where you got the wrong gift and then you ended up getting the right gift?
Yes and no.
Okay.
So that happened with the Mario, and that debacle was rectified.
Yeah.
But then I also got the Luigi for Jeremiah, but he never opened it.
It's Luigi.
Yeah, and so and so he saw it earlier this week and was like, "Oh, can we put that together?" And I was like, "Yeah," but this time, they've put it all together themselves.
Nice.
Yeah, the first time I was going through it, and hey, Legos are kind of hard, yo.
Yeah.
I can tell you this much. Dean has been a Lego guy since day one, and he kind of got it from me. So, birds of a feather. But he will put together a whole thing by himself and don't want no help.
For a second, though, I thought you was going to be like, you didn't play Legos. Did you do D blocks? Or you remember the other Mega Blocks they used to have?
Yeah, I remember
Mega Blocks.
I remember all them.
I don't.
I work with these fingers, so but I let it he don't want my help. So I respect the fact the boys didn't want no help; they wanted to do it.
Yep,
I had Play-Doh and G.I. Joe for some reason. I don't know why Play-Doh was just always in the house.
I didn't have the G.I. Joe. I had Play-Doh and the green men.
The Army Men. The Green Army Men?
Yeah, the Green Army Men.
Everybody had the Green Army Men. Yeah.
I didn't get the G.I. Joes.
Yeah, I got a couple. Just only a couple.
I think I might have stole one from somebody or something.
I think I did too.
Yeah.
You ever have monkeys in a barrel?
Yep.
Yeah.
Old school games, baby. Old school games.
Got my license back.
Hey.
I am legit.
Uh-oh.
Yes.
Oh.
You heard that? Legit, baby. Got my L's.
So we've been riding dirty for a long time, huh?
Shit.
Man,
Trying to catch me riding dirty.
Boy.
Trying to catch me riding dirty. I was driving for a lot of years, but you didn't catch me riding dirty.
Nah, dude. Yeah. It's been but that's all sorted out. So now I'm just waiting for the actual license to come in the mail. It takes 2 weeks or something.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
congratulations, Money.
Thank you.
Yes.
Yeah.
And with that said, I drove down to Bloomington for the first time in a long time, legitimately.
Yeah.
Last night for Fat Kid's birthday.
Fat Kids Beating.
That's Team Fat right there, man.
Team Fat Daddy.
I'm gonna put it on myself. Team Fat.
And that was my week.
Sounds like an awesome week.
Man, it was fun. Like I said, man, the energy was great this week. So I'm trying to keep it going. And school's about to start back, so that's gonna be iffy right there.
Yeah.
Child care and figuring all of that stuff out. Yeah.
I can imagine.
Enjoy.
Who's next? Who wanna recap their week?
I'll go ahead and go. Mine don't seem like he want to say nothing yet.
Nah, boy, I was looking at your lips and be like, hold up, who's going to go first? But I see you made a move, and I was like, okay, good.
I'm going to go ahead and do it. Went to the fertility clinic on Monday, and they had to take my semen and put it into her uterus.
Boy, you make this, boy, you
Yes.
so in depth.
I
Ain't
tell
nothing
the
like
truth.
hearing about getting your nut grabbed and put it in somebody else.
I tell the
Right.
truth. I tell the truth.
Whenever you talk about going to the fertility clinic, in my head, like I think of it as such an amazingly fun time. Like it's like, oh my God, I'm just going to a place to beat off. It's going to be great. I know that's not the case, but that's what I think of. That's what I think of when you say the fertility clinic.
Like they have like a bowl of Starburst, and then this, and porns are just playing. It's like, hey, what would you like to watch?
Stop.
Booty twerking?
You have no idea how this left hand is my first girlfriend.
All right,
Okay.
Leftoria.
Oh Lord.
Yeah.
And then my right hand is also my other girlfriend.
Your mistress.
I
Yeah,
can just
that's the one I
imagine-
cheat on.
I could just imagine all the keys he has on his hip, just clank, 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 the whole time. Everybody's like, "What is going on in that room?"
You know what he's doing. You know what he's doing.
Shut up, BJ.
Okay, so fertility clinic, they took your semen and they
Hopefully, it is.
implanted in.
Oh,
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
so how was it working? It's
We got to wait until August the 1st.
okay.
And then we got to take a test to see if she's pregnant, which 9 times out of 10 she will be. But you got to understand that the joke is the lady the nurse that's in there that's telling me, she's like, "Oh, you gotta do it, you gotta do it, you gotta do it." I'm like,
hold up.
What is it?
Hold up. Is the nurse in there with you when you're beating up?
no.
Because that's what it sounded like too. When you was like, "Yeah, you got to do it, you got to do it." I'm like,
Yeah, please clarify.
I'm trying to. I'm trying to.
Thank you.
Trying to.
Thank you for the motivation.
She tells me that I have to not like beat off or anything like that for a couple of days so that they strong enough and stuff like that. Like we've been through this a couple times. This
Well, the
is our
whole
third-
part you was like, she was like, yeah, or
No,
yeah,
she
get
told
it,
me
get
to
it, yeah.
have sex as much as possible before August the 1st.
Ah, okay. I thought it was the beat off session, so they threw me
No,
off.
the beat off section was that was me giving them my little sample, and
okay.
and that ways they can go ahead and spin it and inject it into the eggs and like
I didn't know that you.
What else you
spin
do the rest of this week? All right, let's stop. Let's stop talking about your nut. What else you do the
damn.
rest of the week?
Talking about
Shit.
T's nut. Spin it in a jar. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Centrifugal force.
that's what it was, Q.
What else you do? Anything with the fams?
Yeah, hung out with the fam yesterday. Her niece and nephew, which is our niece and nephew now. I had to get used to saying that over the weekend, but they came over and stuff like that. And then yesterday I barbecued. Today we went to the swimming pool and like this new place in Avon. And it is badass. This swimming pool is badass. I don't know why, when, or how, but I do know I went there today and they got a wave pool. The only thing they don't have is a relaxation pool where you can just sit in one of the...
Like a lazy pool?
Yeah.
Where is where is it at?
It's in Avon.
Where in Avon?
I didn't drive.
How you get there?
Janelle drove.
And you don't know where it was.
It was in
Is it Avon? Where in Avon?
It was just off
The main street?
It's kind of when you go off of Rockville Road, and it's like right there. So I don't.
Hey, good enough. I feel like
never been, today was my first day being there. Sorry, guys,
off of Rockville Road to Avon. Got you. All right.
All right.
Somewhere around there.
but I had a blast. They got these big old swimming pools. They got like a little kid part, and then they got the wave pool. It was cool. Barbecue yesterday. Hung out with DJ Murder yesterday, and messed around and fell asleep and took a nap today. And I got here a little bit late.
We need to get Murder back on the show.
Oh, that's happening.
We need to get him back on the show.
That's happening.
I know he wanted us to come do a couple events with him that we weren't able to do because we had other obligations. But yeah, we need to link back up with him.
Yeah,
That's happening.
Yeah.
So that was my week.
For
And Dodo?
me, shit for the most part. And of course, I do the work thing, but mix it up with the work thing. I am. Yeah, it's a part of me that's definitely regretting not being able to kick it with Fat Kid this weekend. That's my dude. So I know he had a blast. He's still having a blast this weekend. Chill with family, man. Chill with family and friends. That was good, and it had a couple moments. But fun moments. My niece Dee Dee, is going to the Army tomorrow.
Yeah.
So
thank you for your service.
Congratulations. I think that's awesome. So this weekend for me, and I'm about to say for the weekend, kicking with my girl. So yeah, that's what I've been on.
All right.
Booed up mine, though.
Yeah.
All right, let's throw out some birthday shout outs. Obviously, we got Fatty Kruger birthday.
Yeah, Fat
that is today. Like I said, we went down yesterday to kick it with him. Tyler Dirt was there. Nice little intimate set, and it was fun.
Yeah.
But then tonight, it's turn up.
Yeah,
they're doing karaoke and stuff tonight.
Yeah, my spirit's hurt that I cannot be there. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah. I ain't even have enough balls to ask my wife to go 2 days in a row.
Yeah, you can't do that.
Like she let me go yesterday. I ain't gonna ask for 2 days in a row.
Spirit hurt. I'm about to say Carl Franklin.
Oh, G Squared.
Yeah, a Triple Threat alumni. Happy birthday. Look, I got a couple of them. My cousin Jerome Faulkner, happy birthday. Kiera Scott, that knows the Mosleys, grew up with Andy for the most part. Her birthday passed.
From the hood?
Yeah. Oh, no, Kiera and Andy were best friends. So, like family. It's like a little sister. So, happy birthday to her. Jimmy Tyler, happy birthday.
Yeah.
Aaron Lynch, happy birthday. Like I said, I had a lot of, because, Leo's is coming in the season. So,
you already know.
All the birthdays are showing their
Justin
ass.
Slayer
There
from
you
the
go.
hood.
Oh, hell yeah, Justin! Happy birthday, bro.
And then
Little Terry.
one more, Mila.
His name is still a Terry to us, dude. I know. It always throw me off with the Justin Taylor. I went and said I was like Terry. I was like, why am I saying you?
He be slaying them.
Yeah, I know.
Just Slayer.
Terry,
and then Mila, old school karaoke league teammate.
Nice.
Her birthday.
Got to give it out to Bobby Easley. Me and him has been knowing each other for a long time, and we trying to make a movie together, actually. Got to give a shout out to Bobby Easley. We also got Fat Daddy, you know what I mean? Team Fat, you know what I mean? Like, that's Team Fat. What?
Nothing.
This
Go
is
ahead.
hilarious.
What? We didn't say nothing.
This is funny.
Go
You ain't
for
got to
it.
say nothing. Shut the fuck up.
We laughed. I'm sorry. Our bad.
Don't be laughing and shit. Got to throw it up to him. You know what I mean? Like, Danny Wolfel, that's my guy. He's known as Silent Bob. I've been knowing him since 2002, and he literally is shy than a motherfucker. He don't say nothing.
Okay.
So that's Silent Bob.
Happy birthday, Silent Bob.
Throw a shout out to him, too.
All right. Well, let's go ahead and do our song. Happy birthday to ya. Happy birthday to ya. Happy birthday. Ooh, yeah.
Woo, 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 yeah.
I said, ooh, yeah.
Do y'all know the tribute that the Mosleys do? Want to do it for Fat Kid? I said, ooh, yeah.
What?
Call and response, the Casey and JoJo.
Oh,
Ooh, yeah.
I think I fucked up.
Yeah, you did.
Anyway, there it is. That was an honorary.
ooh, yeah.
I said, damn it, I can't think of how it go. But they used to clown. They used to kill it when they did theirs together. All right, well, shit. Let's. We done did the recap. Let's jump into current events and local news, man. What we got? Anybody got anything good?
First current event, local news. Congratulations, Mikey Blaine. Got married this weekend. That is a current event for us.
Oh,
at least.
yeah, Lil
Yes,
Mike.
Mike. He was on the show. Mm-hmm. Thank you, and congratulations, brother.
Yep, congratulations. How long is this? This is the chick. Well, he just got married to her, so it had to have been somebody he's been with.
Yes.
All right.
I hope so.
Disregard that statement.
I can tell you this. I actually did show up for his bachelor party.
Yeah.
And
Cut that shit out.
it was someone he knew before, and they got back together. So, but they went to Vegas to have their wedding, and they got married today or yesterday.
Viva Las Vegas.
Did either
So-
of you?
Yeah.
I'm assuming neither of you went to the wedding, right?
Oh no.
Okay.
No. It was in Vegas, and it was yesterday. So I didn't
see
go.
my face.
You was working. I know you didn't.
It wouldn't matter.
Yeah, I know it wasn't you, Mondo.
I'm not balling like that.
I told him I wasn't coming to the wedding now, but I did go to the bachelor party.
But definitely.
So we went to the living room lounge and had a blast. Had a fucking blast.
Yeah.
And then we left there and we went to the sunset.
The sunset.
Yeah. I think we talked about that
We
last
talked
week.
about it briefly, yeah. But
Yeah.
you got married this week.
Because
so
y'all was
awesome.
saying Mondo tried to vie to make Sunset a historical landmark.
Yeah, I did. It should be. I got people signing a petition right now.
Hey,
With the Black Expo happening
I've
last
signed
week.
it 4 times. My name's on the petition 4 times. What'd you say to you about Black Expo?
With the Black Expo happening last week, it was like 1:30 in the morning, and it turned into some shit. Not bad. It was good. But, I mean, like, you saw girls, like, in there, and then, like, around midnight, 1, all these other girls started coming in. And I was just like, oh, fuck, I forgot it was Black Expo this weekend. Everybody came up, all these girls came up in there. It turned into a nice night.
Sounds like you had a great time, sir.
It does. It does.
I did.
Okay. Well, T, you had brought up with the fucking car rental, Hertz car rental. These motherfuckers is renting cars like normal, but then I guess some people from Hertz is reporting the car is stolen.
They're being told that the car is stolen when they rent it out to somebody. There was 300.
You saying they are being told? Who's being told?
The people that rent out the cars. They're saying that those cars are being stolen. And so it was 300 people that got reported on. Now, some of the people ended up in jail. And when they arrested them, they found out that the car wasn't stolen. It was the people that, like the service advisors, that was called by the higher ups.
I feel like that's a lawsuit all day long.
It
is.
sound like it.
But
Hell yeah.
my rental car from Hertz, I had my lease agreement in my glove box.
Yeah.
So they rented a car and were they taking their paperwork with them?
Like that's what I don't understand. Like
Because you know me, I get a car every other week, right?
Yeah.
It's from Hertz. You get a little pamphlet, and then you have a 9-digit number that shows that's your rental agreement,
Yep.
right? And so I don't. How they? So was it after they got the cars? Then they said they were stolen, or you said it was
Yes.
before?
After.
So like you go to Hertz, you get your rental, and then like you just driving and you get pulled over because saying.
So even if you get pulled over, it has my first name, last name, and my ID will match that car. A bona fide contract. I don't know how they could take someone to jail.
That does sound like pretty crazy.
I don't know either, but I know they did it.
But I've heard, so when I went to Mississippi probably 2-3 weeks ago, and somebody had asked like, oh, what car are you driving? Did you rent a car? And I was like, no, I didn't rent a car this time. I'm just driving my uncle's car. And they was like, yeah, because they locking people up for renting cars. And I was like, what the hell are you talking about? That don't make sense. But I think it's what this Hertz thing. It's weird.
But I don't know how anybody benefits from that.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. I don't even understand why you would do that.
Because it's insurance fraud. Because what they're trying to do is say it's stolen, or say it's lost or stolen, then they file an insurance claim on that car. But if you have a valid contract, like I do with you, and also you go online, only thing they think that they could be doing is canceling their contract.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty
I don't know
weird,
how
yeah.
it's working, but I know I saw on the news 300 people had got charged for stealing a car from Hertz, even though they had the contract.
Fuck those kids.
Well, I'll say this, regardless, always read your contract. Always read the fine print.
I will go Karen if they pull me over with that
Oh,
shit.
You would go Karen.
I will take my shirt off on the interstate.
I don't know. Yeah, like I don't know. I'm just gonna follow whatever instructions they give me. Like I didn't steal the car. I'm legit. But if I was going to jail, I don't know what would happen. Sometimes I lose my anger. No, that's not what I lose my cool.
Yeah.
Is that what I'm looking for?
I mean, but how
Yeah.
long would you have to have the car? It makes me think.
It doesn't matter. You can
Like,
have it a day. And
And then I get pulled over. All of a sudden, and I'm like, "Excuse me, what's going on?" You know, like
Most
if I
of
have the
them-
paperwork, I'm like, so what are you telling me? I'm totally confused as a consumer.
Maybe
at that
they didn't
moment.
have the paperwork. You know, some people are dumb and
Yeah.
do get rid of the
But
paperwork or don't keep it.
but like you said, it's almost like like you said. But for me, it's that's right. You get the paperwork and you put it in the glove compartment, or it's like why would you put it anywhere else?
Right,
And,
that's like some people like registration to your car. 99% of the people keep it in their glove box. Everybody don't.
Or you may just walk out without the paperwork, and then somebody like, yeah.
Yeah.
I have my registration on my phone too. I have a backup case when one of the kids actually throws it out and they drive the car.
I got a ticket one time in Mississippi, fucking backwater. So my cousin was driving. We got pulled over. They do random like roadblocks and shit checks. So to get pulled over, they're asking her, everything's legit.
Yeah.
She got a license, she got insurance, but her insurance is on her phone. Now this is years ago, like she didn't have the card, but her insurance was on the phone. And this nigga tried to tell her that he can't accept that form of insurance.
You mentioned this before. I know this conversation.
I've never heard
no,
this
no,
one,
but I
yeah.
remember.
Oh, I was pissed off. I was like, what the fuck do you mean? This is her insurance information. Like, just because you ain't comfortable with technology don't mean that the shit ain't no good.
Sir, this is a smartphone. You guys got dial up still down here? What are we doing? I would say some dumb shit.
I got an $80 ticket.
I would have said some dumb shit.
I don't know what the charge was, but I got a ticket for that.
I got $172 for a ride on red.
Really?
Oh,
In Indianapolis.
See?
But they couldn't catch the guy fucking robbing our stores, but they can get me for ride on red. By the way, 8:30 in the morning, no other cars at the stoplight. I come to complete stop, turn right. Yes, I was in violation. But he's like, you shouldn't turn right on red. And I was like,
Why? But you can turn right on.
No,
It had a
no.
sign.
Yeah, but
Oh,
someone
no
got the
turn.
sign.
Okay,
Yeah,
and they
okay.
just put it up.
Motherfucker.
And I was like, my bad. I was like, oh, I did. He's like, yeah, I saw you do it. And I was like, first of all, calm down. All right, I just turned right on red, and I started being cunty. Because at this time my son had the gun to his head, got robbed. Other person got robbed by whatever, and this guy's acting like turning right on red. I shot his firstborn.
He was shitty.
I'll run like 1, 2 o'clock in the morning when there's no traffic. I don't fucking obey traffic lights.
I
Like,
did a U-turn yesterday on
what?
a red light on 31. There's no cops.
yeah. Like, I mean, shit, the traffic lights is for you to be safe. If there's no fucking body out on the road,
Then you could just be reckless. I keep.
that ain't reckless. I don't
Just go
consider,
out there and just say,
I
it's
don't
a red light.
consider
Nah.
it reckless if you're being safe.
Yeah.
All right, the dumbest,
No, no,
dumbest
be
shit I
safe.
used to do, I'll say this, dumbest shit I used to do is when we used to drive the back roads after we go out and get high or whatever, or going to go get high, we'd hit the country roads, and then we'd just turn our headlights off instead of stopping at stop signs.
Oh, yeah.
That's dumb.
Yeah, had your
I was
real
16,
hot dog.
yeah.
That is crazy.
Yeah.
Nah.
Relish,
A
mustard.
relish, mustard, and sauerkraut, all
Sauerkraut.
on the hot dog suit, right
Nah,
there.
but we've done some crazy shit with our cars too, though.
Well, with the lights
Nah,
out.
you
Not with
done some
lights,
crazy
though.
shit with
it's
your
that
car.
way, that
No,
way
you
you
ain't.
can't.
No,
That,
you
you would
ain't.
be able to see the lights coming from either direction.
Hey, I feel you. Invisible car.
I didn't. None of us went on to become lawyers or anything. I do a podcast, for God's sakes.
Oh, shit. Nice.
What about the Greenwood local hero? The guy, the four deaths.
From my hometown.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It happened when we was here last week, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
It was going on last week.
We
when
talked
were here.
about it last week.
Yep, because
yeah.
Well, we didn't go into detail because
No,
we didn't have any.
because we
Yeah.
didn't have any details.
car
was,
it
uh,
just happened.
So we didn't talk about it.
Well-
We just brought it up.
Well,
It happened last week.
We told it.
That means we talked
My
about
wife's
it.
car got totaled, and everybody kept texting, "Hey, is your kids okay? Everybody okay?" And I'm like,
Yeah.
How did they know about the wreck? Come to find out, it's because the mall
Because
is
of-
less
yeah.
than a mile from my house. And so then when we found out, I had to get hold of Lucci and Colin to make sure they weren't at the mall. And then the guy was from Seymour, and now he's a martyr.
Well, this brought up an interesting conversation when we were on our Zoom call. Very, very interesting. To where, first, for Greenwood Mall, how much do you go there, BJ? Like, beforehand, before all this happened? How many times were you there?
Maybe once every 3-4 months.
Did they have anything that said, like, on the door, or like, hey, you can't
No.
bring it?
No.
Pardon me, sir. I'm asking. I'm asking.
How often
BJ.
do you go to the Greenwood Mall,
I am
Terrell?
asking BJ, sir.
I used to work out here.
Stop. I'm asking BJ. I ain't
there's a-
asking you.
Yeah, there's a sign up there.
There's a sign saying what?
The no firearms on premises.
No. Okay, that's my first point.
So hold on, time out. Terrell, what were you saying?
Go ahead, sir. What were you saying?
There's not a sign?
There's not a sign.
I'm here to tell you right now.
Because BJ said it is one.
It might be one.
Oh, shit.
But no. Here's the thing. I've worked in Greenwood twice. I worked at Tom Wood or Firestone out here off County Line, and I worked at Chrysler out here off of County Line as well. I've been to,
understood. You've been to Greenwood.
but I have not been there here recently, so they might have put a sign out there. They might have.
Well, first,
but I know from my experience,
from your
there was
experience, no sign.
sign.
You walked into Greenwood Mall. There's no sign.
But
of
here's
firearms,
the
nothing.
problem,
All right.
though, is I just said I turned right on Reddit because I didn't see the sign.
Yeah. Ooh.
You got to realize people don't pay attention to signs.
Exactly.
What does that mean?
That means
exactly what?
Because
the reason this came
when
up,
you get used to something.
no, listen. The reason this came up is because
Don't cut me off.
You
Don't
cut me off.
Yeah, then
I am
You
doing that
cut
on purpose.
me off.
Go till you go.
Hey, I was leading into the Zoom call and a couple of different points, but you cut me off on this one because I was going to prove a point. Go ahead, do what you do.
Sometimes you don't see the signs when you're used to not having them for so long.
So why was that so hard for you to say that on the Zoom call? I said, hey, the person, the civilian that killed them wasn't even supposed to have a gun in the mall. You said that's not true. I said, no, that's what they said on the news. And you went through this whole thing proving that, oh, no, you can't have a gun in the mall, when obviously you can't.
But
that's all I'm saying.
But it's not against the law for him to have it. It's basically like no shirt, no shoes, no service. You have it, we could refuse your service to leave.
Exactly.
That's from the state representative that was doing the GoFundMe for him, right? So the other part that's the main part of it, but also is July 1st. What had happened in Indiana?
I don't know.
Constitutional carry.
Yep.
Yeah, you can carry. But
Yep.
even hold up,
Even be able to have concealed carry, right?
But even regardless of that point, I feel like the dude would have still went in there. It doesn't matter because of a sign that was on the door. It wouldn't matter. He would have went in there and did what he was going to do. That sign was not going to stop him from doing anything like that. But the whole conversation kind of spurred was like, hold up, they at least had to have something saying that. You know, it's like it's no way.
When I was in, I know this is not Indiana, but I was in Illinois, Waukegan. There's a liquor store next to one of the stores that says no guns allowed on premise, but no one knows if you have them whether you come in or not. But when I used to work at Aaron's or whatever, if you had a gun, I'm like, yeah, I'd like for you not to have that in here.
No, absolutely.
I had a gun half the time at the job I used to work at. We ain't supposed to have no weapons on premises.
No,
they don't know.
I mean, because you bowed about it.
But what,
I'm just saying.
I mean,
they
my
don't know.
job where I work at now, they tell you not to take a job on the premises. You're not allowed to have one in your car. I bring one every day. Like, what the fuck are you saying?
No, you got to protect yourself when it's first and foremost. When it's all said and done.
but you got to realize is on private property, unless they actually own the parking lot, they cannot tell you what to have in your car. Like Pendleton Pike, for example, like Aaron's came out and said you cannot have a gun on our premises. But according to our rights, is you don't own the parking lot, you cannot tell us what to have in our car in a parking lot.
Right, because that's not their premises.
Yeah.
But if you walk into one of their buildings, they can say the same way you need to wear this or do this. Like they can make that, but you can't go to jail for having a gun in a store. They could just ask you to leave.
Yeah.
Unless they have a city ordinance or if it's against some kind of policy or whatever.
Like some old tombstone shit.
But
You have a gun out
I'm
here.
glad the guy did what he did. Obviously,
Yeah.
the kid did. It's it's not an easy thing to do. But the problem is, whoever thought going to Greenwood Mall that we all have to be strapped up to buy a pair of socks from Sears. That's where we're at now.
My question was, would he still be heralded as a hero if he was black?
Oh, yeah, because I'm about to say.
Carrying a gun that he wasn't supposed to have.
That led into like a different conversation from that point of what we were talking about.
Oh no! In this a Second Amendment state. Oh hell yeah, he would have been.
That's why I was saying it. Like
They still would have put him up on the shoulders because Second Amendment to the far right now is such a big thing that they would have made him a martyr too.
Interesting.
which is crazy. I mean, but I think that was a deep. For some reason, though, even though that you're saying,
Unless he had an illegal gun and then they've been like,
that's what I'm saying. But if he was legally carrying, and he was honestly,
Well, after July the 1st. he's allowed to carry.
but not.
No, he's the reason the July 1st thing means the cops can't ask you to prove it if it's your gun or not.
Well, they can't ask you if you even have a gun.
Yes, and if they do see the gun, they cannot ask. They can't
Ask
you
dig into
about it.
that.
My point.
But-
What my point is. So even though that we know these laws, we know people. Do you really feel like the people of Indiana would have still put this man, like you said, heralded him, like you're saying?
because
You think so?
because the midterms are coming up, and also right now there's a big proponent of taking away the guns. And if Republican leadership is smart, if they can right now, because you're seeing a lot of more African American people come out as Second Amendment, and then they're actually coming out Republicans, and Republicans are actually putting them up on platforms to try to garner away from
Oh, the political game.
Yeah, it's a
Gotcha.
I'm not talking about in the back of their mind. They might have been like, "Oh, surprise," whatever. But from a political standpoint and re-election standpoint, they would have had him as a poster child.
I mean, my thing is this: I really don't give a fuck. He did a good job. I probably would have done.
I mean,
the
but how
same
do you
thing.
feel though?
I mean, I feel like somebody that can shoot 10 shots, hit him 8 times while he's moving.
Oh yeah, no, his accuracy.
I
Is,
feel like he should have did what the fuck he did.
He had that dead eye Red Dead Redemption aim. If you hit 8 out of 10,
never been trained.
shoo.
His granddaddy was the only one that trained him how to shoot.
I don't know, but an 8 out of 10, boy, you got 80%, 80% accuracy.
Hey,
you was.
you know how many people's lives he saved?
Absolutely saved a life.
I wouldn't give a fuck what color you was.
I heard he had he had plans or equipment to do a lot of damage.
He had
Yeah.
three weapons,
Yeah, he
over
had
100
three-
rounds.
yeah.
And then, of course, we talked about, I guess recapping on last week, he had the laptop and the butane tank. And
He stayed in the bathroom
He
for
was-
an
he was-
hour
he
and
was-
like an hour and 2 minutes.
the first victim walked in there and got popped. And then, within that 15 seconds, he did what he did with the married couple. But it's still very curious to me of what would have been the reaction. I don't think it would have been as positive.
Well, my
as what you said.
thing is shout out to him.
That's
Kudos,
what I'm saying.
Kudos
Yeah.
to the man. Thank you for
Saving
stopping
lives.
it. Yeah, sooner than rather later.
Yeah.
like maybe he should go train these cops that was in Texas on how to react to a fucking gunfire.
Yeah.
I'll say this too.
When that Texas where the cops didn't do shit.
Oh, yeah,
in the
that was
city.
crazy.
The one that
Yeah.
had a
You-
Punisher screensaver still sitting there like a bitch
Yeah.
in the hallway.
Yeah.
I'll say this too, real quick. Is it really raining like that out there?
Yes, and I love it.
Man,
I'm mad I'm not
here.
out there right. I love rain like
Would
that.
you like to go out and dance in the rain?
a little bit.
Yeah, I think so too.
I saw you
And him.
What? Walking in the rain.
I feel like a Shawshank Redemption.
Hey,
man,
but you
just-
remember? Oh yeah. My shit is look. I miss you so much tonight. That's how to follow you.
Hey, right?
Hey, why don't you take that fur coat? Silly rabbit tricks are for kids.
Hey,
Hey, yeah, boy, that was my song. OJ the Juice.
That shit was
Oh, yeah.
crazy.
Hey, that Shawshank, he came out in the rain after he threw that
That
boo
shit,
boo.
that's what he said. Shitty boo boo. That's the real shitty boo boo right there.
That's
You better ask
real.
somebody.
That's real.
So yeah, that was interesting. Yeah.
What they said, T, you had brought up in our meeting, teacher shortage. We got a
Yes.
teacher shortage in Indiana.
Yes, 2,000 jobs.
Yeah, like I know. I believe
It's
school
the
starts back next
the
week.
2,000 jobs is not teachers. 2,000 jobs is overall shortages. I read the same
Administration
article.
or-
What do you mean?
So basically they're
just
short-
in education.
Custodians,
Yeah.
teachers, administrators, Greenwood principal and athletic director. They just named their principal this week.
Oh wow.
So they lost their principal and athletic director, and there's teacher shortage. So basically, the whole that and also includes bus drivers that they're short. But yeah, it is a huge shortage overall.
There's jobs just missing.
One of
It's
my
going down.
Yeah, one of my best friends is a teacher, so I was talking about that.
So what do you guys think we should go back to homeschooling?
Well, the problem is the government's trying to tell us what we can and can't teach.
I'll say no
Yes.
though.
As-
To your question, no.
No, why not?
Absolutely not.
Have you met some of the parents?
Oh, absolutely.
I think about the whole key with the school was like
Some of the most intelligent people I know have been homeschooled.
homeschool is great.
Joe
but when it
Cav.
comes to just oh,
He was genius.
that's my dude too. But when it comes to just like knowing and meeting people and being able to get like society, homeschooled folks have a hard time adapting to society.
Not necessarily.
I'll say that they have tendencies.
But there's
especially
a whole.
with you saying that.
But
point,
there's a whole community of homeschool people that literally like do sports and do things so they can have that social.
Okay, that's a little bit different.
That's
I don't know about
that's
that
what
part.
Joe Cav said. He's like, yeah, I played soccer, so I was able to be around other kids, socialize with kids.
But no, the only reason I know is because I did a whole little thing on homeschool and whatnot. But yeah, I was like that as well. Like, man, homeschool, they got those social stigmas. But it's like, dude, no, actually, homeschool people, they get to teach what they want their kids to know. And and normally it's a community. So, certain people will do the sports, certain people will do the cooking, certain people. So it's actually more structured than most people think.
That makes me feel a whole lot better because I was being definitely narrow-minded with that.
I will pitch in on that. Like, I haven't never homeschooled my kids or anything, but I do know you're a product of your environment. And I think that if your parents was to teach you what you need to learn and you had that village, that's that old school stuff. We had the village to raise the kids and stuff. Mm-hmm. You have that village.
We still go by that today.
And we still do.
Well, it sounds like homeschooling does a lot of that then. If you have the village, that's like that out of the village kind of mindset.
So it's like if your neighbor saw your kid doing something stupid, your neighbor would be like, hey, your kid was out here doing something stupid.
My thing with this is also, because I always got to think about a negative with it. But like you said, maybe the parents are teaching you, but it doesn't mean that the information that the parents are teaching you is actually accurate information.
True.
You see what I'm saying?
All across the board.
That is the difficult part.
That's all across the board.
I don't roll with it go with it, T, because that also happens in school.
Like, dude,
exactly.
It's like, what do you like?
That's what I was about to say.
The things that they teach you in school isn't always.
It ain't always the shit.
But like you got to be
it might not be for you.
You have to be a very conscious parent to be able to like dig into that and know what the truth is and what you're teaching your kid.
No.
That's kind of tough.
Oh yeah, it's work. Oh, it's work to homeschool.
Hold on. You told me to dig into it. Watch this.
Why I told you to dig into it? Go ahead.
Well, no, Q just said it.
Oh, okay. Go. Q said it too.
I don't give a shit. There's not one way to do anything. There is not one way that is perfect. I don't care. Y'all can make fun of me if y'all want to right now. There is not one way to handle a situation.
The only thing I'm making fun of you about...
A product of their environment is what you're teaching them to try to teach them how to do better for themselves, because you can't tell them how to do for themselves when you ain't here. So whether it's school, government, you, Q, me, we don't have it 100% perfectly. Period.
Yeah, absolutely. And the only thing I was making fun of you about
man, my shit be flawless.
I ain't listening to Q.
Well, first is that you can't put your headphones on your head because of that man bun. That's the only thing I was really making fun, because you struggling with those headphones right now today, brother.
I've been doing that last week too.
You motherfucker was like, "Woo!" Yeah, see him pop off.
Yeah, I put him down. Yeah, you ain't got to tell the people about that. I really appreciate it.
Look, y'all might not be perfect, but if y'all want the blueprint, just follow me.
Oh,
okay.
Lord.
Well, I don't agree with Q.
You don't need to.
I don't agree. That nigga's not perfect either.
What the James Webb satellite?
Oh, dude.
Yeah, you brought that up. I didn't get to see any pictures, but I'm so mad.
Anyone? I mean, am I the only geek in here?
No, I absolutely wanted to. Can you bring up some James Webb satellite photos?
Have you seen those? B? Yep. Dude, it's beautiful. I mean,
geeks of a feather.
Oh my goodness,
geeks of a feather.
I used to like going to the planetarium at the Children's Museum.
Loved it.
It was so like, it felt like you was going out.
Is that the one with the
ceiling was kind of rotating?
Oh, I loved it.
It felt like you was going out of space.
Mm-hmm.
So the James Webb, I keep on saying telescope. It's a satellite, guys. Satellite up there, 4K, beautiful images, and it's taking like some shit like certain sections of the galaxy that we didn't even think was nothing.
Is it all space pictures, or is there any Earth pictures?
Oh, dude, I think when they first launched, it was some Earth pictures, but I mean, like, like I've been like seeing like these. It shows you how small we really.
How long has it been?
What's it called? The Pelodrome?
No, it definitely not the Pelodrome. I think you're thinking about a telescope. Like I said, this is a satellite that's out there now, and it's bringing up some like beautiful imagery of space, man. If you are,
have we seen any life forms out there? We got any pictures of life forms?
We got life forms in fucking the world. You know, it's just flying around anywhere. They around here. But I was like, that brings the where's the smoke break?
That's what we about to get right into after we look at these pictures.
Nah, but dude, this is some beautiful shit. There's some.
It says the date up there. What is that? July 17th?
21st, I think.
And then these are all recent coming up here.
So yeah, it's taking pictures of our galaxy.
So are these live photos, or are these just photos they got and they put them on the website?
This one's like from July 15th.
Gotcha.
So like they have like a countdown of when it sends new photos in space. It's showing some groovy stuff, man.
Interesting.
Didn't they just show like
this
the
shit.
universe?
at that
Like
shit.
a couple, like last week or the week before or whatever.
I think that's a nebula. Just some beautiful shit, man.
Yeah, this is the one from the photo starting in July. Yeah,
Yeah,
like,
yeah. I knew they just started like 2 weeks ago or something, like showing like the universe or whatever.
Yeah, there's that one.
Well,
right
that's
there.
interesting. I mean, if anybody's, like space or into that, I mean, because like you said, the pictures are pretty interesting. So just artistic stuff, if you're into that, I would say
artistic motherfucker. This is the universe.
That's the most popular
Yeah.
one right
Yeah,
there.
that's the one I saw.
there's art
I
all
saw
in the
that.
universe,
Yeah,
Mondo.
it is.
But they weren't able to confirm Uranus, though.
It is a telescope, Mondo. Mondo,
It's a telescope. That's what I said, but it's a satellite telescope, I guess.
It's a satellite telescope.
There
They
we
shot
go,
it
yeah.
in space in December. So it's actually a telescope, but it's actually a satellite that was shot in
It makes me
space.
feel like I was right and wrong at the same time, or right.
I think you were just right,
Yeah, I
Mondo.
was. Come on.
Yep.
But yeah, if you're a geek like me, there it is. That's happening too.
Yeah. I
All
heard
right,
about
cool. Well, since we're talking about nebulas and galaxies and whatnot,
it. Nebula was in. She was in the Avengers.
yep, so was. Let's spark it up for the smoke break, guys.
Guardians of the Galaxy, baby.
Let me get my lighter out because we got to spark it up because we own this now. Here we go. Yes. Him said yes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Smoke.
Yeah.
it's crazy. My mind actually gives me a rush
Well, you said
for
my
about a
mind.
second and a half.
Oh,
When I-
really hitting this shit.
all right, cool. So this smoke break we got written down since we're talking about space exploration and whatnot. What do you guys think about extraterrestrials, aliens? Do you guys think that Earth is the only life form out there, or do you guys actually think that there's other life out in space?
Man, for me, and of course we was watching the James Webb Telescope thing. It's too much out here. It is too much out here where I feel like we're like the only. It's no way that these millions of galaxies don't host some kind of life.
Do you think it would be arrogant for us to think that it doesn't? I mean, because we don't have any proof.
Oh, I think it'd be. We do have proof.
Do we?
Well, no, I can say no. We don't. You are correct. We don't have proof. But I do feel like it would be mighty arrogant if we were like, it's just us. So yeah, that's how I feel. What about you?
I'm kind of like, I don't think that it's just one, like, we're human. And I don't think that there are more than just humans out here, but I actually think that there are more extraterrestrials, if that's what we're going with here. I do think that there are other things out here besides us.
Out here, so you saying
In
other?
the universe.
Okay, so out in space, there's
Yes.
other.
Yeah.
I think on Earth though.
See, so that
And I do too.
And
but-
that's what I was going to bring up because, like, a lot of when I was in the hospital, right? When you're in the hospital or you laid up, you watch all kind of shit you normally wouldn't
You
watch.
was watching some of the Bigfoot shit and everything, wasn't you?
No, yes and no, not the Bigfoot shit, but I was watching. I was watching a lot of the History Channel and a lot of the the Aztecs.
Oh, you was watching Ancient Aliens, huh?
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
but and Area 51, like. I didn't know
man.
this, so now I'm a big like.
You should have known about that, though.
No, I know about Area 51.
Yeah, I'm
what I
about to say,
didn't
you
know,
should
but
know
did
about
you
that.
know about Area 50 and Area 52?
Yeah.
and Area 54.
That's the reason why they had this big thing a couple of years ago about Area 51 and everybody trying to go and like protest and find out what was going on a couple
Dude,
of
they
years
was
ago.
gonna-
No. That's not what happened a couple years. A couple years ago, the files got declassified.
Yeah, but-
and like all of the files from Area 51, the public got access to.
But now they were gonna do what they call a Naruto run toward Area 51.
Yeah,
It was
they
supposed.
did.
They picked up steam.
Say what?
It was called a Naruto run. And Naruto's an anime where it's like just a silly run. He has his hands behind his back, and they were all going to run toward Area 51 because they knew about the guns. It was like, oh, they're going to shoot us. We're going to do this petition, and 100,000 people are going to run toward Area 51 like Naruto. But it was a big hoax. It was hilarious.
It was hilarious.
It was.
It's like, what the hell? That sounds crazy.
Hey, dude, yeah, they were like, we're going to run. They can't stop 100,000 of us. So
but
that's what they did.
But listen, there are tunnels under the ground that connect Area 51 all the way over to the East Coast in Washington, all the way over in California. Like, there are other areas that are underground where they do research and stuff.
I believe that.
Yeah, and like Area 51, obviously that's the main one. Everyone's the alien crash. There's aliens there and stuff. But they're like when if there was an alien ship and they what do you call it, reverse engineered it, like they would send the parts to different bases location.
Well, that's kind of like Independence Day with Will Smith.
Exactly like Independence Day.
And it's kind of like if you go to Kalamazoo, if you go over to Canada, they have the tunnels. And those tunnels, those are the ones you're talking about.
No,
They're called.
I'm talking about the tunnels in America, not in Canada.
They're called UAP,
it goes
by the
from
way.
Michigan.
It's a UAP?
They're called UAP now, unidentified aerial phenomena.
Yeah. And I mean, some of these motherfuckers are like, I mean, I've seen it.
They've already declassified that these are not of human
origin for
but
these. At the same,
it's
hold up.
crazy.
But at the same token, it's the government. And it's like, I don't really like, when it comes to you guys, government, I'm like, what can I really believe?
Nothing.
You know what I'm saying?
Nothing.
There it is. Like, you can tell me this, and they have footage of like a jet following one motherfucker's going like 3,000 miles per hour, like the actual unidentified phenomenon. Dude, I still can't believe you, government, because guess what? You've been lying to me this whole time. How do I not know that that's some old test subject that you're doing and what you got? So I always take it with a grain of salt. It's a little bit different.
I absolutely love alien talk, because I mean I feel like there absolutely is other energies. That's how I like to describe it. There's other energies out there
because they don't really want us probably to find out that there is aliens, because that could kill most religions.
Oh, dude, it would. It would.
So Money Q, Money Q. I got a question.
Give it to me. What?
I believe it would.
I believe it would too.
I mean, because the shows I've been watching, they've actually been in like a lot of the religious sightings, and a lot of like Ezekiel saw the wheel in the middle of the air. It was like, how do we know that wasn't an alien?
Yeah, absolutely. So that's why Ancient Aliens is so fun to watch.
Yeah. What's up, T?
You watch X-Files?
Hell yeah. I love X-Files. When I was overseas, so I told y'all in Iraq, like, you can get, motherfucker, they be hustling over there. You can get every episode of any season for like $5 or $10.
That's shit.
So I got every single episode of X-Files, and it was like 10, 11, 12 seasons for $5, and I watched the shit out of that.
Agent Mulder and Scully.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I'm here to tell you right now, I think there is other things out here besides humans.
Mm-hmm.
I can't pinpoint it. I can't prove it. But I can tell you this. I do believe there's other things out here.
I'm with you 100%. I think so too. Anything else? Anybody else want to throw in on the alien talk, extraterrestrials?
I love that shit. Don't get me wrong. So yeah, I'm happy that we was having this fun conversation about some aliens and extraterrestrials.
Hey, Men in Black was my shit. Y'all like that movie?
Men in Black.
Hey, all three of them.
Mm-hmm. I like them.
All three of them.
Hey, Men in Black started to, like, some of this shit started. I'm starting to think it's truth.
Hey,
Real talk, like at the end of
you.
it, they had like a big alien playing with marbles and shit in galaxies. I was like, man, I'm starting
And
to think
it
it's
looked like that.
now.
that
Our
blew
world-
my mind.
Yeah.
That blew my mind.
It looked like our world was like a little marble.
Dude, we wouldn't
No,
even
that's
close.
what that's
we were
what they were
saying.
saying. Like what we see is a very small on the grand scale of
Yeah,
things.
dude, it's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
An alien was fucking throwing the earth around like marbles. Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's ain't that some shit.
Hey,
Okay.
man, that's crazy.
Okay.
Crazy.
So that was the smoke break. Mondo, do you still want to do an Indiana Doe?
Oh shit, I forgot about the Indiana Joe.
I mean, you ain't got to. You know, we rolling. We got material.
Yeah, no, I'm good. I ain't gonna do Indiana Joe.
You ain't gonna do Indiana Doe. What about your T and your G Raj?
Hey, man. I'm going to do the G-Raj.
I like the topic you got, so I'm very curious to you remember what it is?
I read it off the paper because I haven't.
Work ethic. Work ethic.
ethic. It's
All right,
ethic.
So we gonna go ahead and get into a G Raj. All right. That shit came in smooth. BJ, hey, when you come in smooth like that, boy, it get me excited.
Do it.
Yeah. I didn't like that. Not like that.
I didn't say how excited it got you.
You might have said, do it. Oh, I'm off. Shit.
Paging hyphen Erdo. Paging hyphen Erdo.
Hyphen in this mug, man. Let me tell you something. We're going to talk about work ethic. Work ethic is a thing that you have to do for yourself every day. So the G-Raj is, yes, that's what we're talking about. But we're talking about the work ethic part of the G-Raj. Now, look, I do this stuff at work. I do this stuff at home. I do this stuff on the cuff. It might come out of nowhere, but work ethic is what I wanted to talk about. That means you got to get off your ass and get to work, no matter what it is. If you do what you got to do, you can make the money you need to make. You can have insurance. You can take care of people, but you have to have that work ethic. The work ethic is the most important thing, no matter what it is. So yeah, we talking about the G-Raj, but that work ethic is how you continue to support self, to support family, to support friends, to support yourself. So, I mean, that work ethic is something critical. Because if you call me Money Q and you say, T, I need to get this done, like something's wrong. If M Dodo, you call me and you say, hey, I need to get this done. I say, look, this is when I can do it. This is what I can do. Like, we have to figure it out because some stuff I don't have at my house. Some stuff I got to bring home from work. So we're talking about the ethic part. That ethic part, that means you got to do what you got to do to get it done.
I got a question for you.
Yes.
It's got me thinking. Because to me, like, it feels like it's a generational gap now when it comes to work ethic. I think about, like, my nieces and nephews and how we work versus how they work. Do you see, like, it has been a change? And like, why do you think this happened?
I do believe that there has been a change. I think that people...
What do you say?
They've been saying this since the 20s.
Yeah, we have.
I just read a whole report on this. Since the 20s, people have been bashing the younger generations of that. So there's no proof that the different generations have a lack of.
I disagree.
I completely.
I feel
it's an actual national study.
I mean, but I feel like if you look at the way people worked in 1920, the way people worked in 1940, I think it's a difference.
1920, people were dumb.
Okay.
I mean, you can say they were dumb, but the thing is why were they?
Why were they dumb?
I'm about to give you my little petty ass excuse.
But okay,
the knowledge is not being passed down anymore, as far as to have a high work ethic. And that I really do believe that.
Well, think about this.
No, that's very disrespectful to a lot of parents.
Well,
and you know what? They should have did a better job.
But you realize I do this for a living with almost 200 employees, ages from 18 to 60, right? So I have lazier 40-year-olds than I do 21-year-olds.
These 21-year-olds only trying to make what they can make because they trying to get what they can get.
That's not
and that's
true.
not a problem. That's not a problem. But the thing is, we're talking about work ethic. We're talking about work ethic.
That's what I just said.
Now,
Look,
no. Let me finish. Don't cut me off then. Don't cut me off.
Speak your
then.
truth.
But you're saying two different things.
No, I'm not.
You baby.
I'm saying one thing. I tell my son. Now, we're going to stop talking about everybody else. We're going to talk about what I'm teaching my kids.
But that was my question to you, as well. I was like, hold up. I was talking about just not this is where we always got to differ from how you do it versus what it is. So
I don't know what it is. I ain't 100% at nothing. I'm just telling you what I do.
But we've all been in the workforce, you know what I'm saying, and we know who we worked with.
Yeah, and I also want to point out,
we are not the parents of the people we work with.
You can't be the parents.
But listen, guys.
So that is two different things.
I do want to point out that we talking about work ethic. Understand that there is both good work ethic and bad work ethic.
Yes.
Okay,
Like
two different things.
Okay, but until this point, I mean, but we're talking about work ethic, and I'm like, all right, you're like, you got to have a work ethic. Okay, but what if it's a bad one?
And that's up to the parents.
I understand that, but we haven't mentioned the bad work ethic is what I'm saying.
I was trying to get to that, but I got cut off.
Oh, okay. Go ahead.
Go for it then. Tell us about the bad work ethic.
Okay. Bad work ethic is not showing up on time, not doing the job. And when you show up to the garage and you work flat rate, you got to be there on time, and you got to be able to cover the hours that you're there. So if you go from 8 to 5 and you don't cover 8 to 5 flat rate hours, your work ethic is boo-boo. Somebody didn't teach you well, and it's probably your parents. Sorry.
I don't know why.
Okay, so what's the takeaway from this work ethic? What's the takeaway from the garage today?
Okay, the takeaway is this. If you come to my house and I work on your car, I'm going to fix your car, I'm going to do it, I'm going to make money, and I'm going to do it and make money more than I would make money at work. But when I go to work, I still work as hard, and I'm still going to make that money, and I'm still going to make more money at work because I'm flat rate, and I'm going to make that money as well.
So having a solid, positive work ethic.
Yes. Having that work ethic. Like when I get off work after working in 97-degree weather, like I've been doing the past 2 or 3 weeks, and then I come home and I work on somebody's car and I fix their car, that's work ethic. That's tax-free money after making the taxable money. So you have to get up, go to work on time.
That's funny because some people would probably say that's not ethical, getting that tax-free and not reporting on taxes. I just thought that was funny.
No, you can think it's hilarious, but I can tell you this.
I do.
I make sure my shit get paid.
I feel you though, because
what get paid?
Everything.
What?
Gas, water, travel, mortgage.
I'm just saying we're talking about ethics, and you're talking about making money tax-free.
No, we're talking about work ethic.
Yes.
Now I did bring in taxes.
Yeah,
I did.
That's why we're talking about it.
But no. We're talking about it because it's how you make your money, what you do with your money. You got to be there on time. Work ethic. You got to stay till you're supposed to leave. Work ethic. You got to actually have a hustle. A hustle ain't got to be illegal.
I remember.
We're talking.
I'm just hold up, because you said you got to stay before you leave. Some reason I hung on to that because I remember that you worked at a job and they said mandatory, and your ass did not stay.
Oh,
so is this good work ethic or bad work ethic?
What's gonna be, T? You can't be calling the kettle black and then be like, hold up, stay before you leave. But when they say mandatory, your ass, I'm out of here at 4.
No, that was a good pull.
I'm out of here at 4:30. I was like, hold up, we can listen to a lot of podcasts that we done had where you was talking about, you stay before you leave, mandatory.
I don't know Tory.
Not Super Booker T.
I don't know Tory.
Now, boy, you better get your facts straight on the podcast.
40 bucking over 40. That was the episode, and I'm here to tell you, I do not jump to somebody else's plate. You're not going to tell me that I'm not allowed to leave someplace because I'm real. I'm me. That is a work ethic. Yep. So while you're laughing, enjoy this.
Enjoy this immensely. Yes.
Enjoy this because I dare you tell me what I'm going to do.
I ain't going to tell you nothing. I just know mandatory don't work for you.
Man, I don't know Tori.
Listen, show up on time.
Show up on time and
do your job.
Do your job and go home.
All right, let's wrap it up. Let's wrap up.
Work ethic is whatever you decide it's going to be.
Yeah. Super Booker T.
All right, the G-Rise.
G-Rise, I loved it.
You know what? I'm going to go ahead and do the Money Q Central next, guys. Ooh. Where we at on time? Because you record. Yeah, you record.
Nope. I stopped that.
Okay. Yeah, because you recording, right?
Oh, you talking about the video? No, he put the phone down, came back up, and
it was all good.
You're at 56 minutes.
Okay,
I was keep track.
Boom. All right, so let's go ahead and do a Money Q Central, and then we'll probably do some shows and stuff. Money. Q Central. Money. Q Central. Central. Hey, what up, everybody? It's that section, where we do the money talk to find out how to make the money walk.
Make it walk.
I'm doing this section this week. It's a very quick, brief section, but I come across, I haven't had a job since March, so I've been out there looking at different things, different options and whatnot, and this is by no means is this a job substitute, but it is a way to get extra money while being healthy. And when I was in the hospital watching all these commercials, because I normally don't watch TV in commercials,
right.
But I saw a lot when I was in the hospital. And one of the things that they had came up with was people will pay you to lose weight. Like there is a program called Healthy Wage. Mm-hmm. And basically what you do is so if I'm not saying, hey guys, go lose weight so you can make money, because you only make a couple hundred or something like that. But if you're already in the market, if you want to get healthier, if you want to lose weight, if you want to get more in shape, you can go to Healthy Wage and be like, hey man, in 3 months I want to lose 15 pounds, or in 6 months I want to whatever your goal is.
Right.
And you give them, I think it's $15 to sign up for it or something like that. And if you make your goal, they will pay you between $100 and $600.
That's not bad.
Yeah. If you don't make the goal, they keep the $15 that you use to sign up.
It's a good investment, to be honest.
Man, yeah. I mean, you're investing in yourself, your health, you get money. That is, if you're serious about getting in shape and losing weight, that is and it's legitimate. I did the research. It's not a scam, none of that. It's legit. There's several out there, but I think Healthy Wage was the best one that I came across. So there's 4 others I'm gonna name, whatever you want to get into them. But there was the Healthy Wage, Diet Bet, Stick, which is spelled STICKK. My Walgreens, I didn't look that one up because Walgreens, I figured if it's a Walgreens program, it's probably good.
Yes,
but I didn't look it up.
It's Walgreens.
And then Achievements. So, but I recommend the one called Healthy Wage, because that one, it's easy. The interface, it tells you how much you want to lose, how long you want to take to lose it, and then they'll tell you if you do it in this amount of time, this is how much money you'll get.
How do they prove how much weight you lost?
So I didn't go all the way through the steps, but once you sign up and do all that, they have a way for you to weigh yourself through their app, a verifiable way to tell what weight you're at.
So
okay.
Go ahead. My apologies, Steve.
The wife has been doing one of those. Mm-hmm. Now she's not getting money for it.
Okay.
But she has lost 50 pounds.
You should bring this up to her. Because she could do it now.
Yeah,
if she's still gonna.
If you're losing weight, why not make money doing it?
Well, and all she has to do is take the picture of her on the scale. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? With just the minimal clothes on or whatever, and send it to him. Dude, we trying to have a baby and she trying to lose weight.
Why that sound like soft porn? Send her a picture with minimum clothes.
I thought it was some Family Guy shit immediately. But I understand what you mean. But that is is easily proven now if you really.
Yeah.
But if she.
So she's just got to be in her bra and her underwear or whatever. Yeah. And then she would take the picture of her on the scale and then she would send it to him. So to answer your question. But she's not doing that because. We just talking about it now, but she knows about it, but she's just trying to lose the weight to try to be more healthy, like you were saying. And stuff
let her know. Shoot, 2-3 months, she might get an extra couple $100 for doing what she already doing.
I need her to get it so we can pay this mortgage.
There you go. Hey, whenever you can get a little extra, it's always good to pay down something, right?
We in the Money Q Central. Am I correct about that?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, that's one of those things you might as well reward yourself. For $15 that you could spend, you can get 150. It's a flip.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And you're losing weight anyway. You might as well go ahead and get some money doing it. So yeah, that's
and studies have shown that when people actually put money behind, they're more likely to actually reach their goal.
Hell yeah. Throw some money on it.
Yeah. So
go to Texas Roadhouse a couple times. You know what I'm saying? With that money.
She won't even literally she is literally doing this so much to where Like if we go out to eat, she wants to go to a place where she can have like a chicken salad or something
I do
like
love
that.
my salads.
I've changed my diet
me
up
too.
this past week and a half too. Yeah, changed
really?
my diet
I love
up, yeah.
salad.
Tamika got us eating better. She said I ate too much fast food.
You do.
Yeah.
You do.
A lot of times
That is not a
money,
if.
money. A lot of times, hold up. A lot of times we talking to you. You was stopping by Mickey D's, Sonic. Hey, bro. That you said that I didn't really think about it, but you was like, "Hey, Q, what you doing?" Man, I'm in the Mickey D's line. You know, I'm just saying.
What happened to our recording? Y'all stopped it?
I was never recording.
This
But,
nigga said
I was
he never-
recording for a T on the phone, but my
Fair
phone was
enough.
not going.
All right, well that's that's it for Money Q Central.
Right up for the enlightenment.
Yeah, we gonna wrap it on. Hey, Money Q Central. Q Central.
Okay. I gotta do it. I gotta do it. If you allow me to do it, Money Q, I would like to be petty.
Okay.
I would like to be petty if you allow me to do that.
All right, fuck it. Let's get into the Petty McGee. Hey, it's hard to deny that. Hey, when
Wow,
somebody
wow,
come
wow.
out like that, it's hard to say no.
What a wow, wow, wow.
Detective Petty. Detective Petty.
Go, Petty, go.
All right, man. I got a couple ones that I got loaded in the chamber, but I got to talk about Dean and what he did, and I talked to you about this a couple days ago on Monday, and I went to the fertility clinic, and I got home. Well, and then I had to take Dean to his school because he just started 6th grade, so he had to do the one thing all of us went through. All 4 of us went through this. The locker. Had to do the lock thing.
Yep, combination lock.
Yes. So I'm like, all right, well, we'll get him picked up. After we leave the fertility clinic, we went to eat lunch, and then we went and picked him up, took him up there so he can learn to do that.
Right.
And then next thing I know, we get home, and I took a cup of Kool-Aid. I'm outside, 2 houses down at
me
DJ
outside.
Murders.
Sorry. No, I was just saying, but catch me outside. Is that what she said?
Yeah, cast me outside or whatever. Yeah, that girl. I'm like, all right, well, they drive past because my house is 2 houses down from the neighbors, and I'm like, all right, well, I left a couple, like, I drank all the Kool-Aid, but Dean came down 2 houses down, and he took the cup and he threw it on the ground. I said, what the hell? He's like, oh no, that's your cup. You left it in her car. I was like, you little shit. So I took the cup and I threw it at him. He was like, no, I'm not picking up that cup. Have a good day. That's what he did. I was like, you little motherfucker. I stopped talking to DJ Murder immediately and went back to my house. I said, you know what? I got one question. Did you or did your stepmama come up with this idea? It was him. He's learning. He's young petty. That was the point.
I would have smacked his ass.
I
You don't throw no cup at me. Hey, DJ Murder would have saw a slight murder out of that yard, nigga.
I wanted to, but I couldn't do it because I taught it to him.
Shit. You do as I say, not as I do, motherfucker.
Hey, yeah,
I love that golden rule.
That's the rule I know, but I was just like, nah, I like, you know what? I shouldn't have taught you this.
And
I'm gonna take that.
And it's easier said than done. You know, you don't always gotta hit him.
Yeah. I hit him with the cup.
Dean's been doing good lately too, you know, so he gets a little leeway in my opinion.
You would
hit him with the cup.
call me a little mini AP. Oh, no, that was terrible. Adrian Peterson.
No, we got it. You little abusive child. Yeah, horrible, Mondo.
that
We don't
was
laugh
terrible.
at people's pain.
Uncle Namo love the kids. Uncle Namo love the kids. Everybody
Fuck
know
those
it.
kids.
Mdo love the kids. You say you got? Did you say you had a second petty, or is that it? Was that to combine?
Well, no. That was just one. I got a couple petties, but I just want to tell that one.
Oh, got you. Mondo, you got any petties?
I ain't been petty this week, man.
Really?
My pettiness has been on this show. Honestly, if it's Petty McGee, my pettiness has definitely been throwing some jabs throughout this whole show. Listen to it, you'll catch them.
My petty was kind of yesterday was kind of petty because I literally I could have probably waited till you got off work.
You could have
to go, but
Yeah.
I was just like, Mondo has went to Bloomington so many times without me. I could do it this one time without him, but I shouldn't have.
But because the crazy part is, when M Dodo is there, it's magical. You start to realize that, ain't you?
Yeah,
I'm like,
listen,
yeah,
I ain't
it's
gonna
like-
agree to that, but I will say
I'm like,
this:
sprinkle me, man.
I felt like the
Sprinkle
petty
me,
kind of
man.
backfired. It
You
would have
know,
been much more fun if you were there.
Sprinkle me, man.
You might not have came home with that motherfucker.
Yeah.
That normally don't.
Funny part, I was telling my girl, I was like, usually if I'm there for the weekend, so this is pretty good. This is something that a growth and maturity. But I am mad that I missed Fat Kid's shindig. That's my guy. I love him.
Well, to be not to be petty, I was gonna come and I was just like, man.
When T asked me, and this is about, I think we talk about 3 o'clock, 3 or 4 o'clock.
Yeah.
He was like, when you trying to go 6, 5 or 6? I was like, bro, I'm at work. As soon as I said that, I knew what was happening.
What I don't understand is I get that waiting till 8:30 is too late. That's why I didn't wait till 8:30.
Yeah.
Why didn't you just go early like I did at 6 or 5?
I would have had to leave him.
So better.
I didn't want to leave.
T
him.
doesn't like to drive alone either when it comes to those road trips.
Oh,
He don't.
okay.
He don't like to drive alone.
I say, but shit, we still would have been there for fact. Like Mondo wasn't going regardless. So
I would have went if y'all would have said,
no,
like, hey,
nigga, we ain't waiting. We ain't waiting.
Yeah.
If you wouldn't have left me 5 times over the past year, I would have
the
waited.
last time you rode with me down there.
Yeah, that was the last.
See, look at that.
I know you could have wore those jeans.
Hold up. And I would have had a shirt to motherfucking match it too. I'd have been a motherfucking superstar down there.
Those jeans ain't bad. Those jeans.
Hey, I
ain't
know.
bad.
Why we'll get back to this, BJ.
So do we got any other petty?
Nah,
Yeah,
that
I
was my
got
petty.
I got one.
Uh-oh.
So I went to Cincinnati to put up the cameras that my company said worked that deal, so they'll pay me $250 to get them. So we have 8 cameras. Went down there, had them send a new wire for them to run it back to the. We use Zmoto. That's the app we use. 6 out of the 8 cameras, whoever took them down from the old location and moved them, no one that works for us as a contractor, ripped out the back of the cameras.
Damn.
Like broke them?
Yeah, so they have like a little it's a micro. You connect it to the micro, plug it into the box, right? Mm-hmm. 6 out of the 8 were ripped out. Couldn't put it up. And then the ones I could hang up, I hung up both of them or whatever. And I was like, and then I talked to the guy. He's like, well, we're going to send you more cameras, whatever. And he was like, all right, cool. Yeah, I still send in the invoice to be paid already.
Yeah.
Because I drove an hour, almost 2 hours over there to do it.
So who's going to put them up once they get there now?
Oh, we're going to be there next week.
Oh, okay.
I'm still going to put them up. But I'm like, this is the second time I drove over there to do stuff, and you guys didn't have the right stuff.
Should they pay you twice?
No, I don't want to push it. So I called AP on the way home. I was like, hey, man, I need you to write me up an invoice from Flyover for install cameras.
Adrian Peterson?
AP.
Mondo was just talking about AP.
So I just clicked send on an invoice and send it in, and I will follow up on Monday. Make sure the check's in the mail per our agreement.
Hell
There you
yeah.
go.
Petty
He's gonna be like,
McGee.
hey, is it done? I'll be like, yeah, it's done.
We're going to give that shit to Adrian Peterson.
How come we can't see any of the feed?
Well, the box is bad too. Found out it's not getting the internet, so they will never know if the cameras are up or not.
No, hell.
I'll do the right thing. I will, but I was just like, man, I drove there twice to do this shit.
I'm with you. They got to do the right thing too.
I
Got to
could have
get
worked
paid.
from home on Friday. So,
See, that's when things be irritating me. Is like when you make the sacrifice to good work ethic. You know, you're trying to get there, do your thing, and then you do out and it's like, oh, we don't have it ready for you, so you could have stayed home and actually did what you wanted to do.
because I felt bad like I do today. Bad headache, didn't feel good, and I was like, no, get your fat ass up and go.
Yeah, and you could have stayed home and
Yep.
relaxed.
So I took my
Yeah.
meeting at 11, drove over there on the only interstate that's not under construction, 74.
Right.
And it was in Covington, Kentucky. It's not like right in Cincinnati. You have to go all the way down to Covington, which is, I know, just on the outskirts of Cincy.
Damn.
But
Okay.
yeah, I was petty as fuck. I sent the invoice in.
That's good. That's a good petty. I mean, that they need to pay
Well,
you
they
for
offered
that.
me $450 to fix the stuff at the old location, and then so I went down. I already had the drywall stuff, everything ready to go, And then I'm happy that got canceled because I walked in. Somehow the AC ain't working.
Damn.
It's 97 degrees. And he's like, yeah, we're not going to worry about that one. And I was like, all right. Oh, that sucks.
Yeah, you too big for that.
It was $450, but I was like, I would have died.
Hydrate.
I agreed to do shit I don't even know how to do. I was like, I'll figure it out.
It's too easy. You got YouTube nowadays.
Yeah, it was $450.
YouTube show you how to do everything.
$450 is a car note.
Yeah. I get with $20 left over.
That's my new pettiness. All the stuff I'll close out with this. My new pettiness is my company asked me to do stuff now. I invoice them.
Hey, nice.
That's
I don't blame
perfect.
you.
And they have no problem with it.
You should have been doing that.
Yeah,
Get money.
I'm more in a more comfortable spot now.
Yeah.
So they have a tree that fell somewhere in Wisconsin, and we called the landscapers. I don't think they're going to do it, so I was going to take a chainsaw up in 2 weeks, and I'll cut it up for $250.
You know how much money you save them? They love that. Yep.
I'm going to start asking for $350.
Yeah, true 50.
Nice.
That's how I get them at work. Like they make me because I'm hourly instead of flat rate. They make me flag my hours and have to show them what I'm doing on every individual car. So, like, hey, if I look at a car and they say, Terrell, what color is that car? It's red. You owe me so much money. Mm-hmm. Like, I get them all day. Like, that's how petty I'm being.
Hey, if they want to inconvenience, they write everything you do down. Okay.
Well,
Yeah.
back when
You about to see everything I do all day.
I tell you.
the reason I was not arguing with T, but the reason things have changed is us as employees now, even people are younger, they understand we're a cog in the wheel. There is no more barely any 30-year anniversary. Here's your gold watch and retire, right?
No, they don't want you to.
There's no loyalty.
Yeah.
And it's fine because it's business. So job jumping. Don't hump at work, please. It's a lot of paperwork. Job jumping is actually okay now. Because if you keep increasing what you get paid and everything like that, because this is all I've been reading is about what employees are doing and why they're doing this.
But I feel like that is the fundamental difference that he's talking about. Like back in the day, there was more loyalty. There wasn't job jumping. And because there's
but
job
they don't want to
jumping,
do it no more.
it seems like the focus is way more on the individual rather than the community.
Because the difference is in 1920, 30, 40, 50s, 60s, 70s, and maybe even 80s, you didn't know what the CEO made per year. You didn't know about their stock options. You didn't know that the wage gap from the CEOs compared to the average worker is it's a huge, tremendous difference. And because employees are more educated and employees are also leaving for ethical reasons, right? Depending on what their company does.
Yeah.
I mean, not only that though, they want to have a fucking meeting and tell you.
Hold on, play out the petty music. We off petty. Yeah, we done went back to something else. Yeah.
Hold up, but yeah, what you saying?
Yeah, keep that in mind, T.
Detective Petty. Ooh, Detective Petty.
All right, what was you saying, T?
They don't want that. Like now they tell you, hey, we made 150 million last year. Now our goal is to make 200 million. Hold on. Y'all only paying me 30. Like, that's where I'm at with it. Like, if you tell me some shit like that, I'm here to tell you, my house costs $140,000.
Yeah, I think that's kind of what BJ was saying. People are more, they're more aware, they're more knowledgeable.
I'm just clapping back on what he said.
And then now places are rated as the best place to work by Glassdoor and other places and things like that. And other people the problem is it's not people's work ethic. It's part of it. It's also, we have a lot of people in place who should not be leading people.
Yep.
Agreed.
Like I deal with that.
I feel like that just happened. That's America.
Yeah.
Nepotism, like that shit, favoritism, like all of that shit.
No, I'm talking about. That's a different. What I'm saying is like, if I come to manage you, and when I first started a long time ago, like in retail, like in 2002, like I had people be like, "Well, are you fucking dumb?" And I'm like, "Well, and you were expected to be talked to that way. Dude, Do you not know what the fuck you're doing? Like people constantly like just beating you down. And I don't operate like that.
Yeah, me either. They get cussed out. That wouldn't have been a job I had for very long.
But what I'm saying during that time, that's that old school mentality. Your coach yelled at you, your teachers and whoever else. Like, right? They were hard on you to get the best out of you.
Yeah, but I think
hated
that was an art form. Like when they did, I'm with you. Like I'm not agreeing with it, but sometimes like the coach, like that camaraderie, that sometimes their goal is to have a common enemy to bring the team together.
Okay. I'm gonna say this. You can demean anyone every time. How many people do you have at your job, your school, at home? Do you have somebody pick your ass up? That's where I'm at with it.
I don't know what you mean. What do you mean pick you up?
Hey, my boss told me this week, he said, thank you for staying at work till 5 o'clock. Now, he wanted somebody to stay there, but the dude was on vacation. Mm-hmm. So I went ahead and just stayed. I didn't say, hey, boss, I'm going to come and stay until 5. I didn't need his glory, but he came to me, gave it to me. He said, thank you for staying till 5. I never asked you. You just took the initiative, and I appreciate it. That's what I'm talking about.
Mm-hmm. That's good. I think that's good leadership. You should always.
Yeah, I end every conversation like, "Hey, I appreciate everything you do. Now, what can I do for you? Is there something I can help you?
I got tired of asking people that at my last job.
Well, my problem wasn't.
I got tired of like, boy, y'all doing good. Like, I tell them they doing good and they don't believe me. Like, guys, y'all killed that shit. Like, good job.
That's because there's somebody either to the side of you or above you that's still pressing down.
Above, yeah.
Yeah, it's definitely.
I use empathy now a lot more than anything. It's instead of like, hey, this sucks. I'm like, why do you think it's going this way? What do you? Because I want them to think instead of me telling you that you're terrible.
Yeah,
I mean, because that's
method. It's a good method. Yeah.
I mean, I have one of the highest retentions in the company. I mean, I always have.
Yeah, I was about to say empathy is always the key when it comes
Except
to
with Mondo. I was like, Mondo, you trash.
Shit, I was like,
why? Mondo, why you smell like alcohol?
It was a long night.
We getting long. We gonna wrap this up. Yeah. We didn't get to do the movies and the show, so hopefully we could do that next week. Yeah, because I got a list of them.
I think we got some hot heat next week for that.
Mm-hmm. But I do that one. What was the one you brought up? Because I want to watch it by next week. Anarchist. What did you call it?
It's on HBO. It's a mini documentary. I think it's like a 6-part mini series about some real shit that happened with folks that was getting tired of the government and went to Acapulco and started doing these seminars, and it got real crazy because when Bitcoin started popping off, it's actually a really good little mini series.
And what's the name of it?
I think it's called Anarchist.
It is called Anarchist?
Yes,
okay.
Yes. Okay. It turned out to be like, I think it's only 3 episodes in right now out of 6, and this turned out to be a pretty good show. And it's based on some like real life events that happened through, I want to say 2008 through 2017, 18. So
I'm going to check that shit out.
Pretty recent.
All right. Well, that's all I got. Anybody else want to throw out something before we wrap it up?
Hey, man, look, thank y'all for listening. Continue to listen. We love y'all. If y'all got anything y'all want us to talk about, send us something. And you know all the different platforms that we're on. One love.
Yeah, I about to say, be careful, be safe, all the wonderful stuff. Like T said, thank you guys for listening. Catch us everywhere. Fat Kid, happy birthday, brother. Happy birthday. You already know what time it is.
Team Fat.
Yeah, Team Fat. So besides that, yeah, man, prayers up to everybody that needs prayer.
All right. Yep. As always, appreciate your time. Thank you for tuning in. As they have said, check us out on all the platforms. I mean, we're on iTunes, we're on Spotify, we're on Anchor. We even got a YouTube channel out there, got some videos up. So check us out. One Love. It's all about coming together, guys. Coming together, good work ethic, and just trying to make the world a little bit better than when you got here. You know what I mean? Yes, so One Love. Can we get a howl, everybody?
Yeah.
Ow, 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 ow.
Got a visa, not shine.